My name is Ryan Sands. I'm a comics publisher with the company Youth in Decline. I just want to take a minute to say a few things about Giant Robot. Three things. The first is Giant Robot inspired me to actually make zines and eventually become a publisher. I first encountered Giant Robot in my little small town in Michigan. I picked up this issue of Giant Robot, issue 11, when I was a sophomore in high school, and I kept reading throughout all of high school and college and throughout my 20s. It really inspired me to take a stab at self-publishing, and when I actually started, Martin and Eric were extremely supportive and nice to me when I got going, and I never forgot that kindness when I later continued making projects. The second thing about Giant Robot that I think a lot of people share this feeling is that it really educated me, not just about Hong Kong film and graffiti artists and bands, but also about really important stuff like the Yellow Power movement and a lot of Asian American history. A few people that I was able to meet later in college when I moved to California, people like Yuri Kochiyama and Iris Chang, who became really important to me. I first encountered them in the pages of Giant Robot. And the last thing is that it reflected me. It really reflected, when I was a teenager, it reflected the people that I wanted to hang out with or the bands I wanted to know about. And as I sort of grew up with Giant Robot, amazingly, by my mid-20s, a few of my friends actually started showing up in the pages. Their art or their bands started getting featured. But I really feel like zine culture, and Giant Robot especially, was able to reflect the art and life of a lot of people who shared my tastes and interests. Now, a lot of people who grew up reading Giant Robot, like me, in their early 30s, are starting companies and galleries and working in media, and that same DIY self-publishing spirit and ethical approach to all projects that we learned from Giant Robot has stayed with us today. So thank you guys.